Welcome back, my Jedi friends. And in today's video, we're going to retrace the three biggest reasons why good people get bad outcomes. Well, if they're not the three biggest reasons, folks, they're definitely three big ones. Three big ones. And there's stuff that we've already covered on individual videos in this channel. This is just bringing them all together. So here's the symptom, folks. You think that you're generally a good person. You do more good than bad. You want good outcomes for everybody. And when you spend time with people, you generally want them to feel better. They're the symptoms of what I deem as a good person. Good person. Now, don't have to be good all the time. You're certainly no angel, but you're generally more good than you are malevolent. You're not a narcissist. So let's start there. Because good people, well, that is a sliding scale. That is a sliding scale of mystery, folks. And we all fall at different points on that scale. And generally, the people who think they're the best are usually the worst. So self-assessment in this area is generally not a good thing, folks. You're probably better at resetting everyone else or assessing everyone else's and getting your other people to assess you if you really want to know where you stand on the good people scale, folks. Because it may turn out you might think you're good, but you might be an asshole according to everyone else. Who knows, folks? Who knows? I'm not here to judge that. I'm not here to tell you what you are. Only you can decide that, except you're probably not the best person to be the assessor of that sliding scale. But anyway, I've gone off on a tangent, folks. I've gone off on a tangent. And these three things apply to pretty much everyone, unless that you're a narcissist. And I won't even need to tell you this, and you won't be on this channel anyway. This will be completely uninteresting to a narcissist, and they've been energized off it. So the three things that pop to the top of my mind when I see good people and where they go wrong. So the first thing is self-belief, folks, self-belief. So many good people, especially people that work with energy, have incredible talent, but there's usually sufficient amount of assholes in their life that may have convinced them that they don't, or that it doesn't work, or have belittled it. We've covered this on the channel, but this is huge. Nothing substitutes self-belief, folks, and that's something that no one can really give you. You've either got it or you don't. And for highly sensitive people, for empaths, for good people, for whatever you want to call yourself, it is only your life circumstances that have got you to this point of great self-belief or not self-belief. Now, frankly, if you've got this in place, the rest of it doesn't matter. If you've got self-belief, everything else aligns. So that's why this is the most important thing. No one can give you that, folks. You have to own it. And for most good people, that ownership comes from a point of a savage low in life, a savage low, where you have to lose everything, where somebody takes the piss so much that they push you to the absolute limit. And then you either, one of two things will happen when that much pressure goes on people. You're thrown out of your house, you're thrown out of your relationship, someone close to you dies, your business collapses around you, somebody steals all of your money, you get robbed, whatever. You're at this savage, savage low point. And one of two outcomes will happen. You'll either kill yourself, you'll certainly feel suicidal, you'll think it. Some people will do it. Fortunately, that's not a huge majority, but it's significant enough number, folks. But the other people will bounce. And it's often when people that are good people that are highly sensitive, they need to hit that low point. And for that reason, any shit that happens to you in your life is serving a purpose, folks. It's serving a purpose. It had to get you there. If you don't have the self-belief yet, then circumstance will manifest increasingly difficult situations to put you in a situation where it's fight or flight, folks. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to run, my Jedi friends. And if you do resist the urge to kill yourself, then you will manifest incredible you. You'll fire up. You'll think, fuck this. I'm not taking any more shit anymore from anyone. Somebody who's probably pissed you off. You're probably fired up. You probably start to get angry. And that anger is transformative, folks. Now, if that anger leads you to go and want to kill someone, then that's not so good. Let's be honest about it, folks. That's not so good. That's not really what we're talking about here. That anger is to fire you up to start believing in yourself. For the good person, for the empath, it's all about finding your self belief. And life circumstances keep firing at you. All this shit keeps coming your way until you actually own this point. That's the most important one. I can't overemphasize it. Self belief. And shit happens until you find it or you absolutely lose it, one or the other. But if you're sitting here watching this video, the odds are that you're ready to bounce, that you're looking for good alternatives, you're looking for better outcomes, my Jedi friends, better outcomes. So on that basis, sense can be made out of even the most difficult situations in your life. Because if you don't have the self-belief, then the shit keeps coming until you either get it, till you use it or lose it, my Jedi friends. So that's the single most important thing. The other two are subsections of this. So people with a big mission, a big purpose, usually finds themselves in situations or communities where you're the black sheep. And you feel like a loner, folks. You feel like you're the only light shining in there. There's a reason for that as well. To amplify the effects to get you to the self-belief, for the shit keeps coming at you, and to show you what is possible when you're there and you can shine your light. It's to give you a skill set. It's a bit like your own energy vaccine, folks. You don't know how resilient you are until you put yourself in situations where you have to be resilient. And only through exposure to this environment do you really truly discover how resilient you are or not, as the case may be, my Jedi friends. You have to have these really shit situations to test your energy, to test what you're capable of, and to test who you really are when nobody is blowing smoke up your arse, when you don't have the happy, clappy crowd telling you you're great when you know you're not. Just find out who you are when everybody around you could not give a shit about you. That's probably the best outcome. The worst one is that they're coming at you. They find out you've got a skill set. They don't like what you're doing. The name calling starts. The criticism starts. People are having a go at you. You don't know why. You can't justify it. This all happens for a reason, folks. These are your energetic immunity pills. Arseholes thrown at you, to test your energy, to test your resilience, to increase your pain, to get to the self-belief. So that is the second thing. I feel all on my own. That's the second part. And the third part, my Jedi friends, is believing the wrong people. So a lot of highly sensitive people, a lot of Jedis, a lot of people, they get caught in the wrong relationships. So in order to amplify one and two of the equation here, you'll end up with a narcissist. Very common. Very common for people with high skill sets, high talents, high empathy to get caught in narcissistic relationships. And whether that's in the family, whether you were born into it, or whether you've been drawn towards a narcissist in your personal relationships, very, very, very common, folks. First thing, stop beating yourself up about it. It happened for a reason. You attracted them for a reason. You've stopped being the victim, folks. That's got to be where it starts. And what the narcissist will do is press your buttons, 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 buttons to get you to the point that we talked on point one, to sink or swim, my Jedi friends, because the narcissist will turn up the heat faster than anything else. And it will happen on repeat, 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 repeat. So on that basis, folks, the narcissist is your friend. Now that's a hard one to swallow because you probably want to kill him. You probably want to kill him because the narcissist will just keep turning up the pain. And here's the worst part, the narcissist will get pleasure from it. They get their energy from pissing you off, my Jedi friend. So you trying to be the nice person to all things is actually working against you. You think you're doing good. You're not. You absolutely are not. They are trying to wake you up. The arseholes in your life are trying to wake you up to get you to the point where you realize that you can be alone in a crowd and you have the self-belief to pull it off, folks, to carry it out, to energize the room, to walk in any environment fearlessly, and to be the Jedi that you were born to be. So there you go, my Jedi friends. You will wake up to your power. You will understand that all of these arseholes are being thrown into your life for a reason, and you will believe in yourself because this is at the core of everything. It's at the core of everything. Believe in yourself, my Jedi friends. Believe in yourself. Do that, and your life transforms, and it makes sense of everything else. There you go, my Jedi friends. If you're catching me for the first time, if you're finding this video for the first time and you want more pieces of the Jedi jigsaw, then please do subscribe. It will be in your best interest, I can assure you. And if you want another little nugget, then you will find it just there. So, my Jedi friends, go forth, own your power, step up, shine your light, and be who you were born to be.